Poop has long been a running joke in Rick and Morty.
Oh, is that the timeline where everybody eats poop?
This shit is delicious.
A movie about a guy eating shit.
But up until last week's episode, Pickle Rick, it was just shown as basically a joke that Rick's played on Doofus Rick or in a movie from another dimension. It wasn't until Mr. Goldenfold admitted to eating poop that we were for sure that people were actually eating it in this dimension.
Family, mine is the dad. How long have you all been eating poop?
We have never eaten poop.
But why? Why would anyone in their right mind ever consider eating poop? It sounds like absolutely the most disgusting thing a person could ever possibly eat. Well, believe it or not, this is a real life thing and people actually do this. It's called coprophagia, and it's an urge to eat poop. And if we take a closer look from the clip from the therapist in the last week's episode, we can see that the door says therapist and below it says coprophagia recovery, which is also why she flips over the sign away from the hilarious hot dog thing there. That's probably, people didn't really pick up on that, but that's probably why. But anyway, it would appear that coprophagia was a big problem in this universe if they needed to have special therapists for it. But what could have caused it? Well, let's first take a closer look at Mr. Goldenfold. We know that he is a lonely man whose wife recently divorced him, so depression may play some role in this, but however, if we go back to Season 1, Episode 2, Lawnmower Dog, there is one scene that stands out. In the episode, Rick and Morty must use Inception in Mr. Goldenfeld's dreams to convince him to give Morty good grades. Rick uses these little earpieces to incept people, but at the end of the episode, we learn this.
Out of all the things that happened to you, that was the only real thing that, is that you crapped your pants. I mean, it's a mess out there. I got some on my hands, Morty, and then I got it on the Dream Inceptor, and a piece fell in my mouth. Oh, man.
When Rick is telling Morty about him shitting himself outside of the dream, Mr. Goldenfold still has his Inceptor earpiece in. What if the thought of getting poop in your mouth was accidentally planted by Rick and it made it to Mr. Goldenfold subconsciously, making him enjoy the thought of eating poop? So much so that when he woke up, he actually did it. That would be insanely funny, and it's something that writers may have added in without letting anyone know. We all know that Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon are known for these excessive detail and layers of jokes, and it would be hilarious, and this would be a perfect thing if this is in fact how the eating poop fetish started in the show. But what I actually think happened, this makes a little bit more sense, it's a separate theory here, is that when the Galactic Federation took over the Earth, we know that a lot of people, including Mr. Goldenfold, were forced underground and lived in the sewers.
Have domain over surface world.
And since we know that the Federation made everyone on Earth live off a diet of pills instead of actual food, it stands to reason that there may not have been any actual food production going on, and they may have been forced to eat what was ever available to them in the sewers, aka poop. So they may have been forced to eat poop to survive, and in doing so, may have developed coprophagia in the process. This would explain why half the therapist's practice in the most latest episode was dedicated just to treating people who eat poop. If that many people were forced to eat poop to survive, it would make sense that after the Federation left, that a lot of them would need therapy to deal with it. Therefore, that's why she became a coprophagia therapist as well. It all kind of makes more sense that way. Either way seems pretty possible to me, and I think either way is still pretty funny. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know which one you guys think is more possible, or if you guys have your own theory on why people are eating poop in this dimension. I would love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's all I have for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. You guys take a second to hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more Rick and Morty content in your sub boxes daily. I've been making tons of Rick and Morty theory videos. Check them out. Links to those videos in the end slate and the description. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, take it easy and peace out.
Ninja.